What if I told you a colorless EVS1 lab diamond and a near colorless JVS2 lab diamond is now being graded as the same by GIA? Sounds insane, right? Well, starting October 1st, that's exactly what's happening. So now an EVS1 and a JVS2 is now being labeled standard by GIA. In this video, I will break down what is changing in this lab diamond world, why it is controversial, and what this means for you if you own or planning to buy a lab diamond. Let's take a look at GIA's press release on August 26, 2025, and they shared a photo of what the new lab diamond certificate will look like. Okay, so we're all used to the golden standard of GIA where it's like DEF is considered colorless, GHIJ near colorless, VS, VVS, SI. All that is going to be gone for lab-grown diamonds. Now, they will grade only as premium or standard. But hear this. This is the most ridiculous thing that I saw is unless the diamond is D color, which is only one grade on the highest part of the chart, and VVS or better, and that polish and symmetry are excellent, that it will receive the grade premium. Everything else will receive a standard grading. So that means a colorless E or F VS2 is gonna be the same as a JVS2. People are angry online. I mean, there are chatters everywhere. They feel like it's diminishing lab diamonds, that they are protecting the natural diamond industry. And a lot of people are frustrated because when they're buying jewelry, they want all the deeds, you know, they want it all mapped out and every detail. So here's GIA's explanation. Most lab diamonds fall into a very narrow quality band. So their reasoning is simplify, reduce grading costs, and align with the actual market value of the stones. Okay, so let's take a step back. They're saying synthetic diamond values are going down. Actually, 70-80% down when it first got popular. I made a whole other video about it, so go check it out. So now they're saying, okay, it doesn't make sense to apply the same grading rules to lab. But here's the problem. Does simplification benefit the consumer, or they're trying to protect the natural diamond industry? Because before this, people wanted to purchase GIA graded lab diamonds for what? For trust, because they know that if they say, hey, this is a DVVS2, here's an FVS1, it's true to the grade, right? We had this whole thing years ago with EGL diamonds, right? Where they're over grading. So that was a big problem, and that EGL kind of crashed and burned. Lots of lawsuits, and then here comes IGI. Well, here is the thing with IGI. You'll see that majority of the lab diamonds on the market are IGI graded. But the problem is that IGI are also known to be loose on their grading. It really depends on the stone. GIA has always been the golden standard for natural diamonds. Having this certificate helps the consumer remove the doubt. Is this what I'm paying for? And for jewelers, the first question you ask is this IGI or GIA? Automatically, that changes the perspective of the grading of the stone. If you already own a lab-grown diamond, you might suddenly feel, is now my diamond being downgraded? Or if you're trying to resell or trade in the future, now this standard versus premium, I feel like it will impact the market's perception. And as for jewelers, your job just got a lot harder. Well, anyway, for me personally, because I curate, but now it's even harder to differentiate the quality for our clients. So if I look at 100 stones, now I have to dig more, look more, curate more. GIA is essentially stripping away the very reason why people went with their lab grading report to begin with: trust and precision. Now, instead of saying this is a beautiful GIA EVS1 diamond, they have to say this is a GIA standard diamond. I mean, that just felt generic. And I don't feel like people who are buying diamonds to celebrate milestones and engagement wants to feel generic about their purchases. So leave your comment right now. I want to hear from you. Why do you think they're making such a move? So here's my prediction for the future of lab diamonds post GIA changing this whole grading system. I think one, this will drive the prices even further down. Okay, some might say this is great news. Some might say, oh my God, that makes me feel like what I just bought keeps going down. I don't feel good about it. I don't know what you think, but I think if a diamond dealer or stone cutter has been charging, let's say, price per carat based on color and clarity, and now everything is going to be, oh, it's the same, then it's being compared to like cubic zirconia or moissanite, where there is no grading. It's just, okay, here's what I cut and it's gonna go by the carat. Number two, people's desire for wanting to know all the details will not go away. People want to know all that. So the industry is going to pivot further into IGI and GCal. So, which GCal is an amazing lab. I did a tour. I made a whole YouTube video about it. They're based out of New York, so that will be considered the more premium lab. So I feel like a lot more people will use GCal instead of GIA to grade their premium lab-grown diamonds. Number 3, the consumer confusion will just continue to grow. This is sad to say because my channel is about education, transparency, helping people, and they're making a move that basically further confuses consumer. I just don't know how this is. I feel like it's going backwards. Number 4 is natural diamond prestige is just going up, okay? What is up with the XXL celebrity engagement ring that's been happening? I mean, Lauren Sanchez 30 karat oval, Taylor Swift 8+ carat beautiful natural old mine, Cristiano and Georgina's big oval diamond. I feel like I see a lot of comments of people saying, oh, I'd rather have a smaller, warmer, natural diamond than a super large D flawless stone because everyone has the same thing. Now I feel like there's a group of people that are now actually enjoying the natural inclusions and warmth of mine diamonds comparing to a really large, flawless lab diamonds. Number 5, I think lab diamonds are still gonna thrive for decades to come. And this is gonna spill into fashion jewelry, engagement rings. There are just more and more options for people who have a different budget, who care about different things in their engagement ring. There's just more choices, and the segment of the market is being divided even further. And last but not least, I feel like there are going to be more and more people looking for quality craftsmanship. So like the pieces that I make, you know, it might not be the largest lab diamond or the largest natural diamond, but people really start to care about the craftsmanship of the piece itself, how it sits on your finger, how much thought it went into designing your piece. And also, I feel like vintage jewelry is definitely coming back. There's going to be more and more people wanting story with their piece, less of the mass-produced quantity in their wardrobe. To each his own, but I think this is the future of where we're going. What did you think? I know this video was very long and jam-packed with all my thoughts, but I feel like it's really important to bring this information to you guys. Definitely like my video, forward it to a friend, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram @ByBonnieJewelry, and I will see you in my next episode. Bye!